How to debug a workflow. Sometimes you would need to check what's going on under the hood so you know how the data flows and if there is an error. The easiest way to debug is just to click this icon. You will see all the steps that are in the workflow. This node was executed first and this one was executed as second. When you click on the node, it gets highlighted, but you see all the input, output, and the internal state. In the input, you can see that there is no data. On the output, there is also no data, but in the state, you can see that there is a profile. But the profile is artificial. It's not the real profile. It was created for the purpose of executing this debug mode, and the profile is basically empty. You can see that there is also one value. This is this traits XXX because I've configured this node to copy the data from the event properties XXX to the profile traits. How the workflow got this event properties, as it does not have an event. Actually it has, but it's also artificial. So you can see there's also some event created, and for the purpose of that event, in the start mode we have overridden the event properties and set this XXX value. So how do I debug on the real data? Actually, this is quite easy. When you go into data, you find one of the events, you click debug, and in the flows you should see the flow that this event is connected to. So this is a test flow. This is my test flow, and you can see that in triggers I have a connection between event identification to this workflow. So if I delete this, you will notice that when I go to the data and we'll try to debug it, there will be no workflow connected. So let's go back and connect it again. You can select any event source, and now let's debug it. I'm debugging this particular event, and this event has connected some profile and some session. Here we go. Now let's debug it again, and now we should see in the state that we have a proper profile connected and a proper event connected. This is identification event. So you can test the workflow on the data that you have in the database. And this is how you do it.